Alright, hello everyone, welcome back to Final Fantasy Tactics Advance. Alright, last time we started off our adventure from the town of Evilise to the country of Evilise. And we've become part of a clan led by Montablack. And we're just here to find a way home, kind of. But to do that, we're gonna do some jobs. And this one is going to be herb picking. I'll be honest, I completely forgot to do a little graphic to the side for the first episode. I didn't think about it till like several days after. I'm like, wait a minute. I typically do one for like a Bible verse and one for any extra stuff. Kind of like with Tactics Advance, I wanted to do one for the missions, and I completely forgot it. But it'll be up there for this episode. We'll have to deal with these monsters first. Then we can gather those herbs.
I told you our clan does rough work, Kupo.
Alright. Yes, it's like, hey, you might want to check the current laws. And if you, well, is it? Yeah. Press select, you can view what the current law is. Oh, jeez, I forgot. This is not... This is not Tactics Advance 2, where you select the point of like where they're gonna start, and then you can select the character. You have to have the character selected, and then you can select where they're gonna set. It's very robust. But this will be our real... we had a tutorial combat in the last one, but this is going to be our first actual combat. Alright. Now these fairies are important for a few reasons, but for right now, the only real reason they're a nuisance is the fact that they can heal enemies. And currently they don't have anything, but you want to be careful because sometimes these things have block arrows for their reaction ability. And that can get real annoying. Alright. Now, you may notice our MP is already at full. I didn't really touch on it last time. Unlike in Tactics Advance 2, you start off at full MP. You don't start at 0 and go up. You do regain, and I'll show it. You get experience every time you do an action in this. So, like this, gets 14 experience. Okay. It's like while you get your action at your next turn faster if you don't do anything, you do get experience if you do something. Skill-wise. So, you might want to balance that. If you just want to keep farming for, grinding for levels, really, you can do that. There's nothing wrong about that. But, if you wanted to just sit there and keep going at it for the chance to get some more levels out of everything, that's not a bad idea. What was your 25? I could have sworn they were weak to something. It might be later ones. Because I honestly thought that they were weak against Blizzard. But it doesn't matter. It's the same for every one. So, well, we're just gonna keep it at that. Alright, Monteblog got a judge point. Now, there is a blue mage class in this, so I'll kind of go over more of that later when we actually have a blue mage. But you do get a skill from both of these enemies. So, well, I think more so the red ones than the blue goblins, but yeah. The fairies have the heal, which blue mages can grab. And getting that to work is easier than Advanced 2, but it's still a pain. That's the thing, though. Your first mission in this game is fairly simple. It's nothing crazy. Let's see if this Driznil. Okay, that's a name. Well, and he punched, but was successful, kind of. All right. Let's throw up a heal. Now, oh yeah, I completely forgot he does that. Now, if you're wondering what the heck just happened, the judge can move unconscious bodies. Including your allies. So if they get knocked out, he can actually move them. Which can both be good and bad. Especially if you're trying to heal them. Oh man, it could be a rough one if you're trying to heal them and the judge moves the body farther away. He doesn't move allies' bodies all that much, but I've had him do it a couple times. And one time it actually saved one of my characters. Because it brought them closer to where I could actually use a phoenix down on them. But more likely than not, he's going to be moving the enemies because there's going to be way more of them. And you're going to be nice. You're going to be more likely to not get knocked out. Also, kind of, well, I'll talk about it in a sec. Phew! That's all of them, I think. Alright, mission cleared!
What are we looking for, Kupo?
Some kind of medicinal herb? Muscuma something?
Muscamole. That grows all over the place, Kupo.
Huh? Really?
Yeah, there's some right here and over there, too. I used to pick it all the time when I was little, Kupo. The info fee was, for this mission was cheap, wasn't it?
Well, it was pretty cheap, I guess.
That figures. Still, it's probably good to start slow. Let us pick some herbs and get back to town, Kupo.
Alright, we got 600 gil and 40 AP. Alright. Lutetia Pass. Now, this is going to be some... I did look it up. To get one of the possible items, I'm going to put Lutetia Pass here. Oh, shoot. I might have messed it up. No, I think I can still do it. It said to put 4 mountains and then a town in the center, I think. There was never, like, a true consensus on, like, okay, these are what things you can do for the, treasure hunts. But, excuse me. Pardon me. My allergies getting to me. Alright, well, let's go back to Cyril. But apparently there was a bunch of kind of... not really he said, she said type of stuff, but it's pretty much that. There was never a true consensus of what makes the treasure hunt work. So, we'll experiment. Snow was reported falling in large amounts in Lutetia. While parents worry about the cause of this strange weather, the kids are enjoying the snow. Okay. Alright. Here is a bunch of quests available to us. This one is a dispatch. We have to send a soldier for this. Well, we only got one person. Gilbert looks like he'll be fine. So, we'll send Gilbert out on this one. And... I'm kind of I'll be honest, I'm being very late in recording this, so I may not get exactly what I want to do for the little icons that I want to do, but I'm hoping by next time I'll have it. And I do apologize about it. I don't know what time this is going up. I am recording it the day it's supposed to be going up, so yay. We'll kind of just leave it as we're moving about. Alright, we got a lot of money out of that. And we got a javelin too. So, thesis hunt. And we got Snow and Lutetia. Did the quest die out, or is it specifically in Cyril? Oh, it's specifically in Cyril. Okay. Oh, Cyril Fire Chief. Okay. Fire on Green Street. Need help to quench spreading the fire blaze. I get a lot of money. Get a sprinkler for it. Alright. Let's see. I guess we could do... No, not that. There we go. Everyone's making progress, is all I'll say. So, think the best thing to do here is we're gonna take this job. And we'll hop in it. Now we've got to deal with some bombs. Now this mission is one where we can bring anybody, but we're going to bring everybody. Because why wouldn't you? You know what? I didn't look. I didn't look at the law. Oh no. No. No missiles. Oh jeez. Alright, well, we're bringing some of our people. Nah. I can have Clementine heal, but she cannot attack this entire mission. Fantastic. This is why you always pay attention to what the law is. Look at all the bombs. They'll burn down this whole town.
Get ready.
What level are these bombs? Three. So about our level. We're gonna be very careful about this. Because you don't want to get surrounded by them. Now she could still use items and I can have her use boost. That way she can get some experience, but she's not really going to be doing anything. Because as soon as she does, she's going to get a yellow card. Alright.
Heal the wounds.
Alright, that guy's gonna be going around, which is fine. And since we're using swords, every time we use them, we get judge points. There we go. And judge point. I guess just start heading this way a little bit, my friend. Because you could possibly take out most of the health on this one. Okay, we got things going on there. We can have Graham starting to head this way. Tiero. Or Tiro? I don't. There wasn't a second R in there. Jeez, I forgot the expressions on the sprites for this game. Some of them are wacky. Alright. Yes, please move out of the way, Judge. That's not great. And the heal just recovers all of it. Very good. It'll do most of the damage there, which is good. Yeah, want to just move to the side here. There we go. All the health that you recovered thanks to your bomb friend is now gone. And now your bomb friend is going to be gone. I don't... honestly, there is... you can't really say there's no way to mess this quest up, because there definitely is. But it's a very simple quest. I mean, having Montablock use fire on the bombs wouldn't help. And I would say probably for the majority of the quests we're gonna do, on screen at least, because there's things that can happen multiple times. Some quests are like, I'm trying to think. There's some quests that are like that, but for the quests that can happen multiple times, I'm gonna do the times after the first off screen. I say quests, it's more of like the random fights. They can be quests at times, but golly, part of me is trying to remember some of this, and I'm trying not to spoil myself too much, to give myself almost kind of a, not really a blind playthrough of this. I've played this game a bunch, so it's not like I'm completely just devoid of knowing how to play. It's just, I think for me, I'm wanting to go in a little bit kind of in a non-remembering thing, just to kind of see whether or not this game is kind of what I've cracked it up to be in my head over the years, because I've always like, man, this is such a good game. I still think that so far, but we're only on episode 2, not on episode however long it takes to get through this. This is not going to be a short LP at all. So, I don't know. We can have a really good I mean, I don't know. I'm at this point where it's just like, I don't... we're so early on in the game. I'm thinking about things that haven't happened yet, and I'm like, oh yeah, I can't talk about that. Because if someone's blind to this, I don't want to spoil anything. Oh man, my apologies. My commentary is kind of trash today. Alright, let's get all of our companions over here to start moving. There we go. And just stay where you are, really. If I remember correctly... Oh, you're self-destructing. Oh, that's unfortunate.
Phew, I'm glad we stopped them before it's spread to the other streets.
Well, that was very unfortunate for our archer. He got destroyed. And I couldn't heal her. Alright. Gilbert mastered first aid. Yay. Oh, we got a new clan member already. Sammy the Thief. Got really good speed too. Hold on. Okay. Doesn't have anything special. We are gonna need a thief, so we'll welcome Sammy. We're gonna have to outfit Sammy at this point because, as you could tell, he doesn't come with anything, and we don't have anything for him. So we're gonna have to use some of that reward money to get things for him. We're going to buy Jack's knife. This one... Okay, we're gonna get a Scarsmax. And we'll also grab the Jambalaya. Sorry, I just... totally not what it said. Oh... Laughing at a joke no one's gonna understand. Alright. Gonna grab another shield. I'm gonna grab some boot. Well, I'll still hold off on that. Chain plate and feather cap. No, you aren't going to be able to wear that. I'm giving him the fortune ring. Yeah, I don't know how that's the case. Alright. We're gonna get the silver sword here. I just thought of it and I'm upset with myself. We'll sell the bandages. And I think I needed 800. We'll see. Mission item. So you got yourself a mission item, eh? You can't equip those. You can bring those along on your missions. Bring what? I guess as a like, hey, you need this as a requirement. That's so weird. Cancellations accepted. No cancellations. Okay. There's the difference. The no cancellations are story missions. So, personally, I would say do all the non-story missions before you do the story missions. So, the Snow and Lutetia, we'll do this first. There we are. We're gonna have him equip the silver sword. And we'll go inside. Sorry. Allergies are still bothering me. No rapiers, but great swords. Okay. We don't have anyone using any rapiers, so we're good. Rapiers are what the fencers use. So, again, another time I didn't check the laws. But good, it does work in our favor to some extent. Clementina has very little experience. That isn't, Wagner's not really that much different. That's unfortunate. Monteblanc has the most experience out of all of us, which, that makes sense. We have to clear out these monsters that... Hey, we have to clear the monsters out of here. Yes, we do. Get ready! Alright. You want to be careful around the wolves. Especially early on, those guys can mess you up real quick. So, you can definitely make things worse for you if you just put yourself right in the way without any, like, caution. Roscus. Well, Roscus is going to be a problem. Janjico? That's a name. Yep, 30 damage. They have a lot of strength. Alright. 17. Yeah, well. We need to make sure he's healed. Yeah, we're gonna reduce this one's speed. You do that to make sure they don't have as many turns. Ow! Yeah, Goblin Punch. Okay. It wasn't the red. Yeah, that move can be a bit crazy, as it were. Only 18. Oh my goodness, this is not good. I have 3. When you use a combo, you're going to use all of your judge points. So, be careful on how much you judge point. Let's do this. Nice. Got the crit. Oh, well, that was definitely not the direction I should have been looking. Not Wagner, but our Banga friend, Graham, is gonna have a little bit of a problem. Alright. 18, jeez, that's nothing. And you missed! Woman! That is the miss of a lifetime. It's a slight joke, because it's not the end of the mission, because she missed, but it's pretty annoying. I will say, though, there is a law that's very much like you have to be kidding me. There's some really nasty laws that show up later in the game, but one of them being you cannot miss, and it's like, or I think it's that. No, I think that's. No, I think that is in this game. I can't remember. That's my problem. I don't remember, like, laws that show up in the future. I know there's some really just, like, disgusting ones. There's ways to get around it, but, man, it is just like, are you serious? And it's just, it's one of those things where, like, there's nothing you can do, but, yeah, like, whether it's the, yeah, I think missing is one. I know knockback is one of them, and you would think, oh, yeah, knockback is one of those laws where that's understandable. That is the most nonsensical law, in my opinion, along with no crits. That's also a law that shows up later, and it's like you can't control when you get a crit, unless it. Well, you can kind of control it. You have to use specifically, like, magic users, because those don't crit. But it's one of those things where it's like, depending on the situation, you may not be able to control that. Oh, man, it is such nonsense. But the no knockback is the worst, because you can try to avoid the knockback moves, because there's moves that do that. But if you get a crit, that's considered a knockback. So you get penalized for that, and if you knock someone off of a tall cliff and they take fall damage, guess what? You get a red card and go to jail. If they get knocked out. Oh, it's bad. Things should be safe now. It's about time we brought these kids back home. Definitely. Oh, I didn't. You know, I should be reading the summary of the quest. Alright, we got a Buster Sword. Marsh learned First Aid. Monta Black learned all the elemental stuff there. Graham learned Whirlwind. Wagner learned Cure. Clementina learned Boost. Nice. We got a new clan member seeking. Carlos! Actually, I want to say yes. And this is my reasoning. Okay, yeah. We're going to be going to changing him to a thief. Giving him the scram sacks. I'll have to change that, but let's do that. Yeah, it's gonna be a minute before we get another rod for the Black Mages. Hold on. I think I'm actually going to change into an animist. Alright. And we'll have Montablock go to Black Magic. I thought I was going to be able to use more than one shield, but we don't need that. Frosty Mage, Prof in trouble. Please find Professor Augie. He's gone to the Letitia Pass for the past 3 days now. Maybe he's lost or buried in an avalanche. Okay. Saw a bad wizard doing something up in the snow mountains. He's up to no good, I know it. He was making all this ice. Okay. Ooh. We'll be nice. We'll look for the prof. Alright. Okay, this will be the last mission before we call it for the day. Alright. We're bringing Marsh. Bring Montablock. Bring Carlos. Oh jeez. Sammy, you might be in trouble here. We'll bring Clementina. Wagner. And we'll have Gore. Oh. That's right, he counts. Fight is illegal. Alright, Marsh and Clementina, you guys are gone.
Professor Augie, Kupo. We're from Clan Cross Guild, Kupo. We're here to help you, Kupo.
Alright. Now we have 3 undead characters. 3 Zambos. These individuals, like in any Final Fantasy game, get hurt if you cast curative spells on them or use any healing item. The enemies on the side, the Flans, those are the ones you want to be careful for. I'm not going to send the... Look at that side! I forgot that's the portrait for them. Oh gosh, we're in trouble. The side eye! Lyle. Gludos. That, come on. That is way too close to GLaDOS. Oh my goodness. I was trying to avoid that problem, but I walked right into it. Alright. Augie is actually almost down. That is not good. Drain HP. Nice. Yeah, sages in this game are actually kind of busted. I believe that's what Augie is. Yeah. Yeah, sages in this game are kind of busted. Alright. Can I steal money? I stole money from Mazambo. Hence why I brought him. Marsh can't really do anything other than really just kind of walking around and healing himself. With these guys, I can actually do something. Alright. Black magic fire. There we go. We got ourselves a judge point. Nice. We're gonna have Wagner move here. Dude, Wagner wasn't hurt at all. Wagner's goated. With magic being casted at him. He dodged it like a pro. Alright. King Carlos pulls some weight here. We're gonna have him take care. Well, I say take care. Just try to do some damage here. Alright, he got himself a judge point. Guinness. is going to go after Sammy with Drain Touch. Yeah, this is how zombies heal themselves. They're very touchy. Can I avoid this, please? Oh. Sammy's in trouble. Well, thank you for not actually hurting me. That would have been rude. Thank you for allowing me to steal money. I saw that. I mean, good, but... Okay, we're fine. He had counter, which is what I was concerned about. Oh yeah, you're using items. Yeah, that's right. And if you know anything about Final Fantasy Tactics zombies, that 3 means after the 3rd turn they rise again. So you want to either permanently deal with them or finish the mission quick. Alright. There we go. Got another one of them. And it only happens on their turns, I should emphasize. So, the slower the undead, the better. Now that's just rude. There we go. That way we can prevent ourselves from having a very bad accident. Oh shoot, no, I can't do that. I'm going to get myself in so much trouble. I'm going to do my best to avoid getting in trouble. Sure, move it one... I don't know why he's only moving in one space. He can move things halfway across the map. I've seen him do it. I'm going to look crazy until he actually does it. The fact that he's only moving one is weird. I've had it where he's moved all of the combatants, like unconscious bodies. It's just really weird that he's not doing it. I don't know. Oh, come on. Using potion? Yeah, you're using a potion. It works. I just wish I had that. I wish I had that KO.
That was close, Koopo. You would have been popsicle, Koopo.
Very basic. They don't go into laundry list of conversation that happens. Diesel. Animus are actually probably one of the best Moogles to get because they do have a lot more defensive stats. So yeah. Now, as far as other kind of stuff that we're gonna be, well, let's buy stuff for our clan member here. Buy 2 of those. We'll get a leather garb. And get a glass bell. Okay. Nothing crazy. Give him a green beret. Leather garb, green beret. So for any new clan members, if they're not going to be Vera or Benga, I'm not going to allow them to join. It sounds weird, but I don't want to have too many clan members, especially right off the bat. But having a little bit of a variety in the beginning, it seems kind of weird to just immediately just have a whole bunch of people join the clan. But as you kind of saw, I was able to work around the, hey, you can't choose the fight button. So you want to have more clan members that have various ways to do things. That way you can work around the laws that are out there. So that's kind of why you want to have a lot of clan members. But of course that does spread out the experience, thus making this a little bit more difficult. But this game is a lot better about giving your characters experience. Other than Advance 2, which really was bad at it. But anyway. That'll be it for me today. I have to immediately edit this, so we're gonna be having tons of fun here. But no, ooh, wanted. I think we'll do this next one. Always check all the pubs. But yeah, that'll be it for today, and in the next one, we will kind of do our own thing. Just grabbing the quests and making sure that we are, well, doing what is necessary to find some allies so we can eventually make our way home. But yeah, thank you all for watching. Again, sorry for the commentary being not that great. Doesn't help that my sinuses are being a problem, but I hope that it will be better for the next one. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you all in the next one. You take care. Later.